This is what Vitaly said after destroying Alijan Muratov 4-0 at East vs West 25. I was expecting either I win quickly or he wins quickly if he hooks me. But like I said, a good top roller will never get hooked even if that hook puller is the best in the world. As of now, it seems to me that Vitaly doesn't have any worthy challenger for his left arm world title. Morozov was pretty close, but he's injured. Dadikyan could have done something if he was healthy, but he's injured. And other than these guys, Vitaly has already beaten everyone. He has already defeated Alijan Muratov, Devon Larratt, Tobias Sporong, and I cannot think of any other name who can give a good challenge to Vitaly. So that means that Vitaly's entire focus will now be on winning the right arm world title and the gauntlet. And as Devon has already said many times, that Vitaly will eventually become the first arm wrestler in the world to hold the gauntlets on both arms. He told Robert Baxter and LEVAN Saginashvili that he has one more spot left in his trophy room for the gauntlet and the belt, and he will eventually get there. And I like the fact that Vitaly is not getting into the argument of him wanting to face only the best in the world, which is LEVAN Saginashvili. In my opinion, if LEVAN cannot arm wrestle for 1.5 years, if he cannot defend the title, then he's not the best in the world. If he believed he could have been the best in the world in December against Vitaly, he would have accepted that match. But since he didn't, it means he also knows that Vitaly will probably be the strongest arm wrestler in the world in December this year. Although LEVAN had already made the announcement of vacating the title for the next best arm wrestler, but then Devon refused to take the title. And after that, Robert Baxter made an announcement during the event that he will allow LEVAN to hold on to the gauntlet and present it to the winner in December. So since the December event is in USA, LEVAN will fly to USA and hand it over to the winner there. But the question is, winner of which match? We'll talk about it soon. LEVAN said that with an injury like this, it is very difficult to tell exactly when I will come back. But I will be aiming for next summer. But I promise, when I come back, I will get what I deserve. Of course, he was talking about the title and the gauntlet. At this point, I don't even know which injury LEVAN was talking about, because he has called out Devon like a dozen times to arm wrestle him in December. So what injury is LEVAN mentioning? And why does this injury doesn't exist when LEVAN challenges Devon, but it exists for Vitaly? So before the match, Kamil and Georgi were promised to get a match against Vitaly in December, and since Kamil has won that match, we would most likely see a match between Kamil and Vitaly for the East vs West world title. But Ermes Gasparini has something to say against that. Ermes Gasparini believes that Devon Larratt is the only arm wrestler as of now who deserves to have a title shot, because he's the clear number 2 in the world. The belt should remain vacant or be decided in a match of which Devon Larratt is a part. Whoever defeats Devon in that title fight should become the champion. He disagrees with the proposal that the winner of Kamil vs Georgi should get the title shot against Vitaly, because as per Ermes, these are not very high ranked guys. They don't deserve to have the title shot.
The guy maybe was 5, 6 or 10 in the ranking. He fight one time and he have the belt. There are no sense for the ranking, for the league, for nothing.
Ermes talked about his own situation when he got the title by defeating Jerry, and he said that if you don't defeat LEVAN, you're not really the number 1 guy. I disagree with this. That is when LEVAN is available to arm wrestle, or maybe he's injured. Right now, there is nothing like that. LEVAN is simply refusing to compete for no reason whatsoever. So as of now, the winner of the title definitely has the right to believe that he's the number 1 arm wrestler in the world, because Devon has also refused to compete in super heavyweight. It's not like he's injured or something. He voluntarily came down in weight. So it's not Vitaly's or Kamil Jablonski's problem that LEVAN and Devon have decided not to compete anymore. Ermes said that if he was offered this opportunity to get the title match by defeating just Kamil, he would have refused it. And he talked about Michael Todd as well. Ermes questioned how someone who has lost so many matches to top athletes could feel like the rightful world champion just by winning one title match against Vitaly in December.
And now I saw Michael Todd, he want to fight Laletin or someone, but how you can think, how you feel that, yeah, maybe you can have the bad, but you lost with all the people. How you can feel good? It's impossible for me to think this. Impossible.
He believes that the rankings should matter. And that's why Ermes Gasparini's proposal is Devon receives the first opportunity to fight for the vacant title. But the thing is that Devon doesn't want it. Forget about the title opportunity. He was being handed over the title right then and there, and he didn't receive it. So looks like Ermes wants Devon to face Kamil Jablonski now, since Kamil has won his match against Georgi Svetkov, and then the winner of this match becomes the champion, and then the champion defends his title against LEVAN next year. It is interesting or surprising that he's not including himself into this conversation anywhere. So does Ermes think that he won't be ready? He won't be properly healed up even in the early part of next year? Now let's talk about a couple of interesting practice pulls. First of all, IRAKLI Zirakashvili versus Devon Larratt. Immediately, as expected, IRAKLI started pinning Devon Larratt. And as expected, once again, people are calling him the practice pulling world champion. I mean, that title belongs to Alex Kurdecha, but IRAKLI is also pretty awesome. Clearly, Devon was very tired in this practice pull, but I'm not sure how he would have done against IRAKLI even if he was kind of fresh, because IRAKLI is a beast, especially at the practice table. And I'm not trying to make fun of IRAKLI or Kurdecha. I genuinely like the arm wrestlers who give it their all during the practice pulls. Then we saw Vitaly Laletin clearly not giving his all against Manifestor. And some people are somehow surprised to see Manifestor not being able to move Vitaly at all. But Vitaly is like the number 3 guy in the world. And as of today, if a match happens between Vitaly or LEVAN or Vitaly or Devon or Vitaly versus anyone else, on 2nd of August 2026, Vitaly is the number 1 arm wrestler in the world. So how is Manifestor going to move him at all? That's all we have for this video. Thanks for watching. Like the video. I'll see you again.